Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm out working in the shop today and I was drilling some holes with a bit and brace, and I thought, well, I'll make a little video kind of explaining what I'm doing. This is called a brace and this is called a bit. It's a wood boring bit, and as you can see it's got a square headed shank with a taper on it, and these are what people drilled before these were invented. So what you do is place the bit in here, turn this clockwise to tighten it up. There we go, nice and secure. Now these flutes around here are what bring the wood shavings up, and what does the actual cutting are these little nibs on here. And one thing I want to explain is that you really don't push down on here. You rely on this little screw at the top, or the bottom of the bit I should say, to pull the bit down through the wood rather than pushing down. Let it do the work. All you have to do is turn this and hold down a little bit. Now if you stop and think about it, when you get through your piece of wood, this screw part is going to come out through, and it's no longer going to be pulling the bit down into the wood. So what I do is put a scab underneath and put it in place so that that bit head can go through what you're boring the hole in into the other piece and continue pulling itself down through. Now, you just simply line up this point and for most of your woodworking, you just line it up by eye. And once you do a few, you'll get the hang of it. If you really want to get a nice straight hole in something really important, you could get a little square and square it up if you wanted to. And you just turn clockwise and start boring in. You will notice that left-handed people like me have a big advantage using one of these bits and brace. If your bit's nice and sharp, this is an oak table, it'll go right through without a problem. These things work quite well in spite of the fact that they're very old. When you get to your piece of scab wood underneath, you can actually hear it. Makes a different noise and a little bit of a feel difference when it goes into your secondary piece of wood. And then just turn it backwards to get it out. Take your clamp off, and there you go. Nice clean hole. Let me get rid of this sawdust. Now, a couple things on this brace. It's extremely old. This came from my wife's family. I suspect it was either her grandfather or her great-grandfather actually owned this to start with. And some of these don't have a rotating handle here, and this also rotates, and there's bearings in here. One of the other nice features I like about this brace is the fact that it has a ratcheting mechanism. When it's in the middle here, you can turn it either way. When you turn the ratcheting mechanism this way, it ratchets this way. That way, if you're up against a wall, you can still use it. If you can imagine there's a wall here, you can go like this and spin it around halfway. And if you turn it back the other way, it goes the opposite direction. So there you have it. There are some options on the bits. You can either buy old ones like I did. If whatever you do, make sure this screw on the top is in good shape if you buy a used one, because without that, the bit's worthless. You can sharpen them. It's not that difficult. So there you have it. Now, what do I do with these holes in my bench? Basically, what I like to do is use what's called a hold fast, and it's a mechanism like this. I made this on my anvil, and you take this, smack it with a hammer, and it'll secure your piece of wood instead of using a clamp like this. Nice and quick. Just give it a light tap, and out it comes. So there you have it. Thanks for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and please come back again. I'll try and make some more of these. Thank you.